Nice cold drink on the bookcase, and I'm going to be going through a few of my titles again, and I'm going to do a shelf. I think it's going to be a shelf and a half. So again, like one of my other videos, basically it's going to be labels that I only have a small amount of titles for, because I don't really collect for them, or I haven't built up enough. And predominantly I collect horror, so for example with Criterion I don't buy a lot of their stuff because mainly it's horror which I'm going to get. So I do pick up other titles and I would like to get some more in the future, but I don't predominantly collect them or anything. But anyway, let's get started. If you're wondering why I do this, basically you're probably not, because you're probably not even watching, but I do it because it's very therapeutic and I think it's a good hobby. So starting off with which label is this? So these are a few Severin titles. So we have Wax Mask, it's got a big glare. Saint Bernard, which is very peculiar. I didn't really like the movie. It's odd and strange, and it's not very cohesive. Doesn't make much sense. Santa Sangre, fantastic. Dark Waters, Count Dracula, Fulci's Demonia, which I haven't watched. It's one of his later films, I've not got around to that. Tales of the Uncanny, which is a documentary. Satan's Slave, which, yeah, I thought was a very good Indonesian film. I think it's Indonesian. Shredder, silly slasher movie set in the snow, about snowboarders. Pretty decent if you're looking for a laugh. Argento's Sleepless. For one of his later films, it's actually decent. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention, so we're done with the Severin at Satan's Slave. Now I'm doing, I believe it's what's the title? Scorpion, and then Code Red. So Shredder was Scorpion, Sleepless, and now Fulci's Murder Rock, which I haven't cracked open. And Lucio Fulci's A Psychic, which did get a release from Shameless in the UK a couple of months ago, but I've just got the Scorpion one because I'm happy with that. So Just Before Dawn, which will make you want to not go camping. That's a Code Red title. And Slave of the Cannibal God, Sergio Martino. So I've gone a little bit higher. It's got hard to pull them. So I've got a small amount of Umbrella stuff because again they do a lot of different titles, but I tend to get horror. So I've just got a small amount. I would like to get some more of their stuff. They're a good label, Australian. Criterion, which I have a very small amount of. Oh God. I know a lot of people collect them. I need to have a look at their films because a lot of their films I've never even heard of, so it'd be a bit of an adventure looking into that. Stuart Gordon's Day Gone. H.P. Love, based on an H.P. Lovecraft adaptation. Razorback, Australian movie. The remake of The Blob, which is awesome. The remake of Night of the Living Dead, the Tom Savini remake, which I really enjoyed. Watched it, I think I watched it at a very young age. I think I watched it probably before the original Night of the Living Dead, and it's a personal favourite of mine. George A. Romero's Day of the Dead. Masterpiece. Could have done with preparing a bit better. The Devil's Backbone, which, yeah, I've never watched. So onto the Criterions now. I have the Region A edition of Silence of the Lambs. Romero's Night of the Living Dead. Carnival of Souls. The Uninvited. Classic ghost film. Haunting film. The Lure, which is a musical. I think it might be Polish. I've never watched it. Cul-de-sac, which is pretty fantastic. Roman Polanski. It's got Donald Pleasance in it. It's a great performance. You can tell by some of my videos I say Donald Pleasance quite a lot because I'm quite a big fan of his. Diabolique. The Phantom Carriage, silent movie, which is awesome. Eyes Without a Face, which I've never cracked open. Blowout, Brian De Palma's Blowout, very good. And Deep Cover, which is a recent one I picked up a few weeks ago, which I've never watched. And the ones on the end are just random titles, which I'm going to do another video of all my standard like Amore case stuff. Okay, so if you've watched, thanks a lot, and hope it was vaguely interesting. Like I say, for those labels, I don't particularly have a lot of titles because I mainly just get horror for them, especially with like Criterion. They don't tend to do enough horror for me, but I'm interested in looking into their catalogue a little bit more in the future, perhaps. Okay, so stay positive, don't let this world get you down, and yeah, keep trying to be your best self. And if you find something therapeutic and it benefits you, you know, and it's good for your soul, you know, do it. Okay, don't want to sound preachy. Bye.